And in order for us to go ahead and replicate how does an OpenShift request work, I went ahead and I've created a new OpenShift. So it's got two employees that'll be available to select that OpenShift. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and try to request the OpenShift on behalf of an employee, Kelly. Request pending. Okay, so that means that the request has been forwarded to the management. Now logging back in as the manager. Shift request waiting. Kelly, at the office. There we are. Approved. So now we see that one of the schedules shift has been approved, and the open shifts that have been requested is still not visible. Why? Because we actually went ahead and missed out on requesting the same shift on behalf of another employee. Let me just go ahead and quickly get the name for you. Right, so I'll be logging in as Jenny, and I'm going to go ahead and request to work on that shift. Now, previously, when if you remember, I went ahead and approved the request there and then while I just logged back in as manager on the dashboard. Right now, I will not be going ahead and approving this request. In fact, what I'll do is I'll uh, let this request wait for a while and see if that pops up anywhere on the shift options window. And there we are, Jenny, reject. Okay, so that means she's requested a shift. In order for me to accept that request, I'll just have to click on this checkbox here, and her request will be automatically updated. If not, then yes, I'll have to go in and press the reject button so that his request can be rejected. Now, coming back to the task filters, how to view the open call shift. There we are. So, OpenShift requests, the ones that have not been approved by the management, would be displayed here in using this filter. The same filter can also be applied to different remote locations. Right now, I don't have any remote location assigned to um, any one of my schedule, but I'll go ahead and assign them quickly. So I got Chocolate Museum, Steven closing, and saving and closing here. Right, so I'll just go ahead and quickly publish that for you. Do not notify employees. Publishing shifts. 2-week mode and a week mode. Just kind of a quick refresh. Advanced filters, going back in. Remote sites, chocolate museums. So, yeah, I believe that we have a good figure of schedules where people requiring to work on a remote site are now also available. Uh, Going ahead and checking that. If we need people with specific skill sets, we can also go ahead and filter them out using the skills feature, the data mining, the data exportation, and so on. And last but not least, if I have to look up skills or look up a shift with reference to an employee or the employee name, then yes, the last resort over here is all employees, and I can either type in the name, Kane, or I can just look up for the name and select it, Kane, Kelly. See, that was easy. And anytime, and by the way, I just want to also mention that the advanced filters over here is also multi-select. So if you have selected 1, 2, 3 employees and you're also willing to select a couple of skills assigned to either one of these employees, you may want to have a look at that too as well. And same goes with the remote sites and the addresses for the remote sites as well, and skill filters. Last but not least, yeah. So I believe with that being said, we are done with the schedule filter section, and let me just take you to the second section where I would like you to go ahead with me. Okay, right now. What we're going to do is that we are going to go ahead and click on reset advanced filters, and once we do that we'll be taken off to the basic view, that is the schedule overview on your schedule. Now we've gone through the options on the left. Now we'll go through the options on the right. First things first, you see the publish button. That's self-explanatory. Lets you publish the schedule anytime whenever you want to publish. This is also uh, derived by the number of shifts available in a given specific timeline. So let's say if I have a published number of 26 shifts to be published, I'll go to the next week section and I'll copy schedule. By default, I'll get the date for the previous weeks. Copying the schedules, and it's going to take some time. Like here they are. There are 26 shifts that have been copied out. So um, I'll go back to today's date. That is this day, today's week, and I'll move to the next week. Now this is just uh, to give you a better understanding on how the publish button works. What does the number in between the publish button means? So let's say I've got the week mode, I've got the 2 week, and I've got the 4 week mode. Let me move into the 2 week mode and let's see what happens to the publish button. Well, the button's still there, but the number just changed to 52. Okay, and right. So what happens if I select this location from here? Well, the button just moved to 36. Okay, and what if I select, let's say, a skill out of this? I don't think that I have a skill on that. Okay, let's say if I have, mm, yeah, a couple of employees, filtered out. So yeah, I only have right now Charles, Eddie, and Jenny to look into, right? And Kane. So with that being said, the grand total of 52 just came back all the way down to only six. So resetting, putting everything short, every button or every option inside the shift planning module is kind of correlated with each other, but the only difference is that you should know how and when to use those. So again, click on reset advanced filters. It will take me back to 36, and I'll go ahead and I'll select the schedule overview so everything is selected. And if I have to make any other further amendments or modification into the same, I can go ahead and do that. Well, now with that being said, I just want to mention that the publish button also changes with reference to the views as well. So we are inside the 2 week mode and the week mode. So let me go ahead 1 week ahead and let's move to the day mode. Now, please note, as soon as I move over to the day mode, the day changes and is displayed over here on the top left side of the column with the names falling under that. So as I move earlier, or as I move ahead, or as I move back, you'll notice that the publish button and the number in front of the publish button changes. So that shows that the publish feature is actually kind of correlated with the number of schedules and shifts that are assigned to a particular shift and people assigned to that shift. Now, with that being said, I'll go to, yeah, the views over here. So we'll go ahead and look into the reference, the employee view, the position view, the visual mode, and the list view mode.